I'm not saying don't hold her accountable, but what I'm saying is somebody who clearly she's not mentally stable.
She is a predator, and everyone who wants something because she's seeking it.
Always seems that there is some type of, I don't know if it's a revenge plot, I don't know if it's the way that they're coping, but the relationships nowadays don't just get broken up without her having to get back and it being legality tied to it. Why is it that this doesn't seem to ever, I mean, I guess you guys are trying to hold the woman accountable, but is it like impossible for a woman to engage in basic sex with a man of notoriety without having the same trope and the same story? Like, this is not even creative. She's heartbroken, her feelings are hurt. Now all of a sudden he throwing elbows and feet. It's just this seems to be the same. We're gonna hear this story again. It's gonna be another celebrity and another girl, and she's a victim. What are we missing as men? Because I think you ladies can help to educate the individuals who are on the upswing of their notoriety and progress. Because basically what you're saying is that sex, once you got the bag, is not the same as sex without the bag. That's what I'm hearing. Or am I just throwing things out there?
It's true. It's not. There's so much more at risk. You gotta be smart. You gotta think more. You gotta like have more discernment at that point, because you have so much more to lose.
But what would discernment look like? We're talking like when you are. I'm not trying to offend you. When you're having sex, this is not a money nor status situation. This is a biological thing. Why do we share in that being different because someone is attached to progress? Like,
because
why
that's
is it
what
more?
A lot of times people are looking at. A lot of times women are looking for a payday from certain people, and I'm not saying that's the case, right? But I think that no matter what, any type of celebrity, I've been friends that I've known that dealt with celebrities, it didn't matter if they had 45 minutes with them or if they had some kind of relationship. It's almost like a mental come up, like, oh, I get to put that on my belt. So I'm sure it was great for her to be able to, work for him and flirting around. She over here, certain women, they're gonna want that. They're gonna want to sleep with the celebrity that they're working with. But I feel like it's the celebrity or whoever to be mindful. Don't eat where I can't really say don't eat where you
don't shit where you eat.
So we gotta be so you guys are the predators then, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Is that what we're saying?
I believe so.
Okay.
Why can y'all give us advice, but y'all don't take our advice?
Because they're women. That's why. And the shit doesn't make sense when it's being told to them, because they just, they're women. That's how they are. Like,
because he has a lot more to lose. He's losing endorsements. Like, he has a certain status, certain credibility. That's the reason why.
Y'all got more to lose.
Listen,
you ever heard of what is called femicide?
Listen, this is the crazy.
I hear what you're saying, but does she have endorsements that she's losing out on?
No, women in general have a lot to lose having sex with, just doing whatever you want with your pussy. You should be very careful.
No, I agree with that part, but I'm looking at like the realm of what's going on. Like, I'm not saying don't hold her accountable, but what I'm saying is somebody who clearly she's not mentally stable. When you have a certain level of status and money, that there are certain people who are not genuine who are going to come after what you have. That's just fact.
I think that he went through classes in college and in the NFL that taught him that there were going to be numerous different types of people: men, women, agents, strippers, pastors, family members, that was going to try and find out ways where they can extort money from him or hit him with emergency situations that he was going to always be responsible for. I think that he was sleeping with her since like before she became working for him. He met off IG and then brought her into the house and was giving her a place to stay and $2,000 or something for payment. And then she started acting up when another one of the women he had living in the house, he was, supposedly she allegedly believed he was sleeping with. Now, he should have probably, if he was going to have a harem, he shouldn't have involved it in a way where he shouldn't have done it, right? Whatever. He shouldn't have done it because he knew better. He knew that he was the one that he had something to lose, and whatever he was trying to do, that was not the way to go about that shit. And to your point, True, yes, she is a predator, and everyone who wants something, because she's seeking it actively, and men will also actively become friends so they can predatorily prey on the NBA homeboy, a little brother or big brother who gets this money because they have plans for it. They see that success as something they can latch on to and extract resources from until that person has nothing. Essentially, when the old people was in the NBA, like before they start doing like financial education and like collective bargaining, all the new stuff that's come out, people was going broke within like 5 to 10 years of leaving the league because they were keeping up what they call like posses or like crew, like they'll move 16 people into their mansion and go out and party every single night. You know what I'm saying? And when that person not there, the homies that had a car, they in a Bentley driving around, got access to the credit card, they can go ball out. They bring girls back. He get in trouble, drunk driving. Now you got to pay to get your car back, and you got to pay his lawyer fees because he don't got no money. He essentially just your assistant, and it's all type of scenarios. He not like an average nigga that's just walking around like, you know, these women just gonna catch you slipping and extract resources from you. Bro, you got millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. To some extent, you got to believe everybody, down to even your mama, is looking to get your ass because it's just the reality of what this world is.
I think that's fair, Marcus. Like what you're saying, and we using him as a catalyst, but this is not an uncommon thing. Like there's women blaming, like most women always know somebody that got their eye punched out, whether the dude got notoriety or not. So it always seems that there is some type of, I don't know if it's a revenge plot. I don't know if it's the way that they're coping, but the relationships nowadays don't just get broken up without her having to get her get back and it being legality tied to it. Whether the dude got a bag or not, all these women seem to be punched out, drop kick, all of a sudden. So it's like, what are we telling men now on how to deal with women?
Wait.
Whether you rich, whether you know,
so
your regular
we
dude.
Saying that everybody got beat up?
You've been on the panel for the last month and a half. You telling me you ain't heard women say, "Oh, I know a friend that you know." You don't know if he was beating on her. Like this is a common thing. Y'all all know somebody who get punched out or choked out on a regular basis.
But is that our fault or is that a man thing?
Who's blaming about fault? Like, what are you doing?
I just not believing that men are out here strong.
I'm trying to figure out what the point of it was.
Wait, are you saying, True, you don't believe that? According to statistics, what is it? 1 in 4, like, or 20%, somewhere around there, of people are in domestic violence situations.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that.
True.
I don't believe that.
True. Listen. This is the thing, right? You actually got to understand how to interpret the data in these stats before we quote them. And to be fair, 1 in 4 women will likely be a victim of some sort of domestic violence in their lifetime. However, what they're going to leave out conveniently is that includes all types of domestic violence, not just physical. There are like 8 different types of domestic violence. But if I hadn't said that, nobody would have told you that. And then 2, we also can't forget that typically women are the more violent in relationships. Given, 44% of lesbian, the carpet munching couples have domestic violence in them. 44% compared to, you want to be the extreme with men, pole smokers, like two dudes, like 24% of them have domestic violance occurrence in a relationship.
Willie, do those statistics take into account if the woman hit him first?
Bro, don't do that. I got it. You fucking up my argument. I got you. I'm gonna bring it all back to that. So then 2, what that should tell you is 2 things. 1, that women use statistics all willy-nilly to support their point and won't give you the entire picture unless somebody challenges them. And then 2, in relationships, women are the more violent of the 2 sexes. To Mont's point, no, they don't care who hit who first. It's about who was found guilty of domestic violence. So even if BK punched True in his shit and then he punched her back, but she called the police first, she don't hit hard, so he don't have no scratches, and the police take her side, remove him from the home, go to the court and testify that they saw her with her shit split, True he's going to be the one that gets charged, because in domestic violence court, there is not a requirement of a preponderance of evidence. It's up to what the judge thinks and what the judge believes. So they don't have to say, well, there's video, or they don't have to request that stuff. It's based on the conversation and what they hear in the court that day. So that's why I tell people, you don't hit bitches you're in a relationship with, you hit the ones you're not with, because domestic violence and assault have 2 different fucking levels of burdens of proof. So you smack somebody you're in a relationship with, you're going to jail. You smack somebody that you're not in a relationship with,
So it's seeming like the women are just really, really dangerous to date for your regular dudes, your status dudes. It's seeming like this is a battlefield beyond words, because whether you got money or don't got money, if you a man and you involving yourself with a woman of today, you don't even need proof. She can just wake up and be like, I don't like him no more. He hit me. And it could, this is what it's seeming like that the landscape is. And then, like Toya is saying, or even BK is saying, like, you don't believe that. I don't know what it is to see that as a regular occurrence. And if it's that dangerous to involve yourself with men, then why are women actively still trying to date dudes if their life is in danger?
Well, true. That's not even fair to ask them, because you got to ask them why the hyena bitches are still trying to date men.
They like to live on the wild side.